Hello, everybody. It's Randy Hilarski here. And tonight, I want to talk about something that I'm a little bit dismayed about. But before we get there, I want to congratulate to all of those Hexicans out there that are holding. You get those strong hands of stone, like my neighbor. Do you guys know I live right next to Roberto Duran? I could throw a stone at his house out my window. Hands of stone. If you guys even know who Roberto Duran is. Hex just made, I think, the top today about 15% move. God Whale's back, buying, staking millions of Hex. Is the bottom in? I don't know. But you know what it tells me? It tells me that I've been writing all along that if we're not at the bottom, we're very close to the bottom, because this person has proven that they're a pretty good trader. And I honor that this guy came in and just took millions of Hex off the market today and staked that shit. That's what I'm talking about. But before we get to charts and those kind of things, I want to say hi to you guys quick. Then I'm going to go into my dismay. Thank you, Milan. Appreciate that. More Hex. Welcome to the new moon. Yes. Crypto goes in cycles. It pumps in the new moon. It tends to drop in the full moon. Learn it. Get used to it. Use it as one of your TAs. Serena, good evening to you. Appreciate you stopping by. Thomas, the T-share engine. Preach, brother. I will. Hola, peoples. I'm early tonight. Paul Sachs, yes, you are. Hola. What up, fam? I hope everyone is doing well. And I do not know why the building is red tonight. I have no freaking clue. I asked my wife. She doesn't know either. Let's go. Yes, Pac-Man. Hex to the moon, please. Yeah. I mean, I'm happy if it just stays at 20 cents for a couple of years. That'd be amazing. Has crypto, get your bags. What's up? The beach to whale. The beach to whale, that's what I feel like sometimes when I go to the beach. I got to continue to lose weight. Chico Valancourt, howdy. I'm excited tonight. So am I. I'm excited. But the community's got me dismayed. Good day, Randy. Putting Guru, good to see you. Hi, Dan. Jerzankowski, good evening. You said hello like you're telling a ghost story. Laughed my ass off. Thank you. Bro, I love the Pepe Light. Me too. Got to represent. I think I got one I think I got that one on Amazon, if I'm correct. I'm holding big time. Yes, my mother is. That's my mom. Hi, Randy. Miss M. Rock Jockey. Pearl. Holding strong and won't sell until it's life-changing. Exactly, Chico. I hear you. Who is Roberto Duran? Hands of stone. He was a boxer. He fought Sugar Ray Leonard, former champion, early 80s. Lives next door. Yeah, he was. Mm-hmm. Another 55 yesterday. Yes. Good evening, fam. Hi, Marion. Hope you're doing well. Good morning, Sandeep. Hope you have a great day. Whether at bottom or not, Hex at the moment equals value. Yes, this is the time to buy. Well, the time to buy was the last couple months, the best opportunities. But of course, people are going to hope for the 1 cent. They're at 10 cents hoping for 3 cents. It goes to 3 cents and they're hoping for 1 cent. It goes to 1 cent that they're hoping for a quarter of a cent. That's just human mentalities. That's how it works, guys. We can't help ourselves. We got ourselves a pump, Randy. If this isn't the bottom, then maybe one more leg down. Maybe, but I doubt it. Corey, I'm on the fence. I think we're close to the bottom. We might get a capitulation candle, but it'll be bought right back up. Blue Bum, Mr. Hilarious Ski. Yes, that's what they called me in the Navy. My master chief in my squadron used to, I think I was the only person in the squadron that he didn't call me Petty Officer Hilarski. He called me Hilarious. Hilarious Ski, get your ass over here. Hilarious Ski, do this. Yeah. Evening shipmate. Uncle Will, evening. Good day, mate. Enlighten us. I will. It's red for Hex, bro. It's awesome. Oh, God. Lights out. Good to see you. I know you're in a good mood. Morning, Randy. The building behind you has changed color. Please be careful. I pissed it off. I pissed off the bankers. Stop eating seed oils, man. I stopped doing that a long time ago. We've got containers and containers full of extra virgin coconut oil, extra virgin olive oil. And I know you guys will say, be careful of your olive oil. I use Kirkland Farms, which is, well known to be a good olive oil brand. So yeah. And we use grass-fed butter because Panama, we don't have corn-fed beef. Everything here is grass-fed. So we don't have to pay extra money for grass-fed either. Ryan Torres, yo, yo, yo. Southern California is in the house. BK Hendon, welcome. Hex seems decoupled from the rest of the market again. Yeah, usually happens when the God whale comes in. For those of you guys who do not know, when the God whale came in and started buying in 2020, that's when everything changed for Hex. It went nuts after that. So maybe that's happening again. I don't know what HPX is, golden ticket holder. You might have to enlighten me. Might know something, maybe version 3. Exactly. Hard to take much of the Twitter crowd seriously anymore. The YouTube chats and small Telegram groups, I feel, are the tightest of our community left in this bear. Yeah, exactly. Crypto Compassion. How you doing, sir? Diamond Hands. Was the God wheel making moves? Yes, he made a couple moves today, including taking millions of Hex off the market and staking it out. 55. Hey, Randy, thanks for all your work. Ready for blast off. Me too. Unfollowed some delicate Hexkins today. If you can't handle trolling the internet, how you handle being ultra wealthy in a controversial crypto ecosystem? Yes. Crypto is not for the faint of heart. No, it is not. Randy, did you see the MakerDAO FUBAR this morning? Motive for the God whale? No, I did not see that. I missed it, Paul. Soldier Pete, made it on time. Okay, you were a minute late, Randy. How dare you? Roberto Duran versus Iron Barkley, one of the best fights I've ever seen. That battle between two gladiators is amazing. If you missed it, look it up. I go to a restaurant that his son owns. You don't see Duran too much yet. He had some issues after the Juice guys, so he hasn't been feeling too good. B-Flow, what up? Do you know how much Hex was bought lately as in Godwill purchase? Someone posted it, but I don't know the exact numbers. I actually went to the Etherscan and looked it up too, but it was a lot. I think it was like 6. I mean, look, my photogenic memory. It was like 6 million, 6.7 million Hex or something like that. It was a nice number. Okay, so I want to remind you guys that we're in war. This is a battle, man. This is a battle. Stop being softies. Every day we go out there in the social media, it's a battle. And we have a general, in my opinion. His name is Richard Hart. And our general sometimes is a total asshole. But you know what? As a military man, I know assholes get it done. And Richard's getting it done. I appreciate the man. He does some asshole-ish shit, but he gets it done. There's other people out there that don't do anything. They sit there and they complain, they whine, and they have their commentary. And that's what I'm about to share. This is from Jack Levin, the guy who came into the Hex community. Vampire attacked us, got us to promote his project. And he says, "Sorry, guys, I am out. I welcome all heat and criticism towards myself, but certain lines by a well-known founder shouldn't be crossed." So Richard commented on this post saying that her skin looked like his penis skin. And people are losing their shit. You know, Richard's crass. He's an asshole. He says things that most people would keep with their inner voice. They wouldn't say it out loud. But Richard doesn't have a problem with saying things out loud. And I'm very similar to that. When I was in the Navy, I was the guy that would say that I should not say. When I called my ex-girlfriend a bitch in the lunchroom once, it was just me and her. We had just broken up. She had my stuff at her house. She wouldn't give it to me. I called her a bitch. She ran to the senior chief of the clinic, who then called my master chief at the squadron, and they busted me down a rank. A private conversation between two people. And just because she outranked me by one rank, they put me in front of the man, the executive officer of the command, and busted me down a rank. And I couldn't go up a rank for another 6 months. And when my XO, executive officer, said to me, "Randy, are you sorry for what you did?" I looked straight in my XO's face and said, "No, sir. She took my stuff." It was simple as that. She took my shit. I am not apologetic. And she was my ex-girlfriend on top of that. So that's kind of how I feel about stuff like that. I don't know why women, just because it was a woman, they're safe. This girl has been going after Richard, making comments for a long time. She's a Bitcoin maxi. See, there's a prior relationship here that people are forgetting about. Maybe people should check that out. And then we had the response by the community. This one cracked me up. Cryptographics. He comes out and he says, "One of two. I'm done, man. Richard Hartwing, good luck with your marketing plan. But I'm going on my own thing now. I support freedom of speech. However, I don't support a leader acting like a child continuously. I support HEX, PulseChain, and PulseX insofar as the tech, but not the founder." Gasp. Cryptographics isn't going to support the founder. He also says, "I try to never critique publicly. And this isn't intended to be public criticism. This is me stating that what I stand for and what I will not stand for. I'll be going my own route on making PulseChain, HEX, and PulseX successful from here on out. I hope you get it soon. I really do." And saying to his followers, "If you choose to stick with me, thank you. If you choose to leave, thank you for joining me up till now, and I wish you the best. I want to create a community that lifts others up, educates, and wins. I have lots in the works, and I can't wait to share it with you all." Bet he has a coin. And then Motion Mark. We all know Motion Mark. He's one of the stodgiest guys in HEX. He always has been. He's always been kind of negative, and that's just him. I've always put up with it. He says, "As one of the first HEX OGs, I'm out as well. I have seen enough of this guy and prefer not to associate myself with, help enrich a fucking clown. NFT store opening on OpenSea and pulling support for PulseChain. You idiots in the community need a wake up call." Okay. Thank you, Mark. Thank you. Appreciate you. And this is my response. Arguably the greatest general of World War II, General Patton was almost fired shortly after the invasion of Sicily for slapping a soldier after the soldier had a mental breakdown. Much like Richard Hart, he was flamboyant and sometimes brash, but the guy got shit done. And this is just what had happened to General Patton. They tried to take away his command, but, Congress backed him up. Majority of Congress backed him up because they knew they needed a real general in the war. So I just want to tell you folks, we're at war right now. War not just in crypto, But we're at war in this world. We're at war with the people that want CBDCs. We're at the war that want dominion at war with the people that want dominion over us. Richard is fighting these mofos, and I am alongside him, even though he makes mistakes and he's not a perfect human. I can be at war on the keyboard. I could be at war doing live streams. Because if we could bring more people to our side to help us fight this battle against these bad people, we need leaders like Richard. Because a lot of other people aren't going to step up. A lot of them are cowards. As General Patton called the soldier who cried because he didn't want to go to battle, he didn't want to fulfill his duty as a soldier, he called him a yellow belly. Back then, calling someone a yellow belly was the same thing as calling somebody a coward. We don't need those types of people in our army. We have to go forward and do what we have to do. When the shit gets really bad and the shit hits the fan out there, there's going to be leaders, there's going to be followers, but all the cowards are going to be gone, man. This is how it is. Stand up. And this whole thing that women are off limits, that's utter bullshit. I don't give a shit. If they're attacking me, I'm going right at them. Going right for your throat. I don't care what sex you are. All right. Randy's rant is done. Let me see what you guys have to say. This should be fun. Dun, dun. Gotta catch up here. Wow, you got. I already read a lot of these comments. Yeah, this is where we were. Unfollowed some delicate Hexkins today. A lot of delicacy or delicate personalities in our community. Yeah, crypto's not for the faint of heart. And it looks like Paul's did the same, started unfollowing people. Maker down. No, okay, so I made this far. Dun-dun. Issues after the juice. Yeah, Reagan. Because he hasn't been seen in public in a long time. But we know he's still alive. GW also purchased at 30 cents and 10 cents. DCA. I want that sword if I go to war. This is my son's, what's it called? Minecraft, one of his Minecraft swords. This is supposed to go with his outfit for Halloween. So glad I swapped my cheese for Hex. Luke Duke, yes, sir. MakerDAO gave 30% of their collateral up to USDC, supposedly only a matter of time until an attack destabilizes the backing. Great. I wasn't paying too much attention today. I didn't even sit down to my computer until this evening. The power of Zordon, Randy the Power Ranger. I was too old for Power Rangers, but I know what you guys are talking about. That's funny. Godwell just bought another 3.5 million. Yeah, Bobby Huxer, I sure did. Megyn Kelly's sis died from heart attack, and Katy Perry and eyeball issues. Yeah. I didn't hear about Megyn Kelly dying though, or her cyst. Okay, it's the laser sword. Yeah, thanks, Brightly. Jack Plemon got triggered. Yeah, the society we're in is, I think, social media, because we have what the social media thing that we didn't have in prior generations, is that people feel they need to, anytime something distresses them, they feel they need to say it. And I'm guilty too, right? I'll tweet stuff out. I have an experience like last night or 2 nights ago at the kids park, where that lady was just looking at me and she looked like a freaking NPC, like a zombie. I had to say it. But in old times, prior to the internet, I would never had a chance to say that. My Ethereum light died out. Oh. RH to regulate crypto would be a plus. Look, I'm frankly tired of these people. You have Sam Bankman-Fried trying to get a bill passed that's going to put a damper on DeFi and get rid of decentralized exchanges or put them under jurisdictions, that type of thing. You know, these type of people, like Jack, I don't know where Jack stands. I think Jack might be, he slipped his way in. He's going to end up screwing us. The guy from Zen. Who knows? Like, okay, for example, Pi Network. You guys know about Pi Network. I've mentioned it before. When Pi launched, it was all about you use a referral code and you sign up your friends and family and everyone mines Pi. And I still mine Pi to this day. And you're getting all these free coins. You're like, yes, I'm getting all these free coins. And then 2 years into the project, they say, okay, our wallet is live, but now you need to KYC to get your coins. Wait, what? What are you talking about? I need a KYC to get my coins. It's stuff like that I think is coming. Maybe Zen is going to be used like that. Who knows? Bet the PP license plate would have raged Jack Aaron. Yeah, the big PP license plate on the Mercedes G-Wagon. Yeah. Yeah. Off the rail comments are funny as fuck. I got no problem with it. Yeah, you know, do I call Richard my best friend? Not at all. Not at all. Would we have a fun time if we were hanging out? Yes, we would. Because I'll start telling psych stories. my years working on the psych unit. And I'm sure Richard would be very entertained with some of my stories. But when he tweets, it's just like, eh. When he wears up these clown outfits, meh, I know what he's doing. He's getting attention. Couldn't handle a week in the military. No way in hell. My company commander in the Navy, that's what we call drill sergeants, would have ate his ass alive. Jack Levin. And cryptographics. Motion mark, he's too angry. He would have done fine in the military. He would have just been that angry dude that's always in the corner smoking a cigarette or something. Always going on cigarette breaks. That would have been Motion Mark. And Mark, if you're listening, yes, man, you're fair game. Damn, I didn't know that could happen. Well, what's that? I mean, I think it's funny, but really, I don't think he should be doing that, man. Yeah. You talking about Richard? Crypto honesty, were they? I don't know. I don't know anything about that. Maybe they did it at an event or something because they have a history. There is some kind of history there, right? People seem concerned by who staked what, etc. Really, those that do the large stakes. I'm confident when those stakes end, they will restake the principal at least. Relax, concentrate on you. Yeah. Okay, but that God will, man, likes to go long with those stakes. Just takes all this hex off the market and just punts it out. 11 hit with the old pimp stick. Oh, the pimp stick. A chick called me a Ponzi. I'd call her a foreskin as well. Oh God. Oh, this community, man. It's just endless entertainment. Whether it's Joker with his shit, you know, or Moon, what's it called? Moon, I can't remember his name. The Dow guy, the called Dow guy. Can't remember his name. Moon King B Roots. He entertains the hell out of me too. Jenkins. It's just fun, man. It's getting us through the bear market with some entertainment. Not saying that out loud. You'll go far with that hat. Yeah. RH is playing the heel to perfection. He's pulling off slick WWF, UFC marketing maneuvers. He sure is. And for someone who wants to be loved, he's sacrificing his ego for us. I don't know why people don't see it. I think people are just there's this. I don't know. If you've been around in this generation, I shouldn't say generation, I'd say the last 20 years, and you can't see through this, you're the type of person that believes the WWE is real. Seriously. Oh, God. I saw through WWE when I was a teenager. I must have been 10, 11, 12 years old when I figured out, oh, I like it, but it's fake. Oh, man. Seems like he just found an easy way out so he can chill his own project. Yeah, possibly. That's what I'm thinking. All those sensitive people. My God. Yeah. Yo, all the people who would have a mental breakdown when I was in the military, especially, I'm talking about just boot camp. All the ones that have mental breakdowns, they end up washing out and they send them home because there's no room in the military for people like that. And we are really at war. I don't understand why people think we're not. This is a battle inside crypto and more macro. This is more than just crypto. There's only going to be a certain amount of the cryptos that survive and do really well. And I am here to fight for HEX. Pulse Chain's great. Pulse Chain's coming someday it'll be here. And I'll support Pulse Chain. Pulse X too. But my main thing that I'm behind is HEX. What's going on? Hi, all Crypto Cashew. Drama. So dramatic. Yeah, so many dramatic people. Cryptographics went full retard. I'm not one to critique, but I'm going to critique. Go Pretty, how dare you insult her honor? Yes, that's my point. Why are women off limits? I don't understand. I mean, people call me fat all the time in comments. Like, oh, Randy, you're so fat. Dude, I know. I freaking know, and I'm trying to change it. And it's the same thing with Richard, too. Richard, he knows. The first thing that when people get angry with him, they call him fat. And okay, I've been dealing with that since I was in high school. Hey, Sandy Beach, good to see you. You never go full tard. Where are people reacting like this? Dugginator. I don't know. Maybe people are virtue signaling, like the whole thing with the masks. People still wearing the masks today, especially the ones that are in their cars wearing them. They're just virtue signaling because everyone and their mother are disrespecting Richard Hart. Yeah, they sure are. And he's not one to just sit back and let it ride. He takes a shovel and throws it right back at him. Those are emotional investors. These are emotional investors. Yeah, Shay. Sure are. Capes. Yep, Capes in the house tonight. It's like they all think Richard Hart turned into Klaus Schwab overnight. Oh, God. We do need a launch. We're all losing our shit. Yeah, that's true. We do, but let's give a couple more weeks of this. Let's see what comes out of it, because so far it's been golden. I mean, we could have a movie made out of this whole bear market. There goes all of Mark's support. Mark just took a, what's it called? I'll just say an axe. Took an axe to his own ankle. Did I miss when wrenches were given out? Sandy, yeah, I did that a while ago. Hope to see you on cruise, Sandy. Oh, you guys are going on the cruise? That's cool. Bit of stretch comparing Richard to General Patton. But we're at war. That's why the first thing I thought of was that, because I remember, if you just watch the movie Patton, it's very similar, where he goes into the hospital tent to see the soldiers that are wounded, and he walks up to the soldier, and the soldier's just he's bawling his eyes out, right? Because he's having a mental breakdown. And Patton, who doesn't understand that, remember, he's not a nurse, he's not a doctor, he's not a priest, he's not there to be the person that counsels you, right? He's a general. And he said, I will not have a yellow belly in my army. He slapped the crap out of the guy. And then he was forced to apologize while he was in Palermo. So, yeah, I love my history, guys. Very arguably the greatest general. Yeah, I totally. Without Patton, we don't know if the war would have been won. He's the one who invaded Sicily, got to Palermo, got to Messina first before the British did, and they used him as a in part of the Normandy invasion, but they just used his name. And then once Normandy was taken, then he joined. So that stuff's and history is important. And in war is everything. It's not just when people are killing people because politicians tell them to. War is into everything. And right now we're at war in crypto. Imagine waking up with $1 billion in your pocket. Cut the guy some slack. Yeah, bunch of babies crying a river. Yeah. Otherwise, totally agree with you, Randy. Snowflakes and softies can get the fuck out. Yeah. You like that sword? I haven't really thought about it. I'm hoping to go to Vegas during PulseCon 2 if they have it, and maybe a European trip. Yes, 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 and yes. We're talking about going to Vegas, my wife and I. We'll have to leave the kiddo behind. Scaring you with a sword. We're having fun and beer. What the fuck? Red line. The bottom is closed. Hexco is cracking, not the sword. I mean, I can get a machete out. You know, I got a couple of those around here. I got some pretty cool ones, but you know, I like my channel. I don't think YouTube will ban me for this, but they'll ban me for the real shit. And I got a really cool one too. We're at war, the Dominion voting machines. Yeah, those two. I hope the people of the United States don't let that happen again. This woman has been trolling RH for 8 months, and yes, her saggy skin is probably baby fat, baby soft. I'll pack Richard to the bloody end. Yeah, man. Being right isn't always right. Yeah, that's true. Time to savage up. Yeah, this is not a time to be wimpy. We really have to go forward and be tough. Jack Lemmon is such a waffle. Can't think of a single general in history that led his troops straight to zero as fast as he did. Yeah. Man, I'm not going to get that $120 I spent. I'm not going to get that back for a long time. Sandy Beach, please. I appreciate it. Best to use the correct pronouns, Randy. Not Randy. I'm too old, man. That's why they want to kill off the older people. They need the younger, moldable minds to get them to do what they want. Battlefield of idea and words is fair game to all. F them. Yeah. Yeah, this is the internet. Some of you haven't been through boot camp and it shows. Yeah, exactly. Oh, man. The stuff that boot camp was terrible. Oh, my God. Yeah. But I still had a fun time. Well, you guys are having lots of conversations tonight. You know what I love about the Hex community is that we have so many women in the Hex community. I mean, look at their comments and how many other communities in crypto do you have other women showing up? It's very rare. A bunch of soy boys got their panties in a wine. 20 you mentioned Vegas. I'm in Vegas this month. 20 to 3rd is going to Elton John. Nice. If we go, we're going to go early next year. I played right into RH's plan. The whole Twitter and YouTube and your tube is talking about him. Exactly. It's great. And everyone's here. This is one of my best nights. I've got 170 people watching because it's so entertaining. Richard shaking out the weak people before the big Johnson pump. Let's go. Strong leaders make strong followers. Absolutely. I can't imagine these folks listening to Eminem's albums not crying from being so offended. Yeah. You know, when I saw the tweet, when I saw the thing Richard said, I was like, oh, I did one of these, like, oh, he didn't. But it's not, I didn't think, oh, he's such a bad person for doing that. I'm just like, oh man. You know that saying that when you say something, like you type it out, right? Before you send the email or you send the tweet or whatever, we're supposed to sit back for a couple seconds and think to myself, should I send this? Well, at that moment, Richard, he didn't win that battle. He let it go into the wild. And once you let stuff go in the wild, sometimes right afterwards, you're like, oh, shit, I shouldn't have done that. And I have a feeling he might have done that. I'm not saying what Richard thinks, but this is one of those I think that maybe he wishes he had it back because I've been there. I've said things I wish I didn't say. It's just part of life, right? The genius and billionaire Richard Hart won't stop until HEX is the number one crypto. No, he won't. Most bullish thing about it, despite so many incredible and bullish things about it. Yeah, he won't stop. He wants to win. He will win at the cost of everything. I came to HEX to Steak and Chill. This is not it. Crypto Cashew. I know. Good day, all you Hexkins. But you don't have to listen to it. Like, just stay off of Twitter, because Twitter's where most of the mayhem happens. Hex Mac, good to see you, buddy. Does Katy Perry have the Did you guys see that Katy Perry video with her eye? I can't do it because that's not natural. Whatever was happening to her eye was not natural. That was bizarre. I thought she was a robot or something. Welcome to the Thunderdome. I have to say, I really like cryptographics. Hopefully PLS launch will restore law and order so the overly sensitive can feel safe being Hexagon again. Yeah. Richard Hart is the most valuable player in crypto. The one thing that I want to warn everybody is that there's people, and I'm not saying cryptographics is one of them. It's possible, though. There's people that have come into our community and their only intention is to launch their own shit, whether it's their own paid group or their own project. And although I don't have a problem with it, it's just that these type of people, I'm just kind of over it. Right? 3 years of this, whether it's going back to the first one, which was Hexy, right? When the Hexy guys tried to get our hard-earned Hex. I mean, Zen or whatever other ones that Dodeca, it's just bullshit. It's just so many come and go, and I think it's hurting the community. And then you got the BitBoy song. A lot of rage right now. A lot of anger. The bottom's almost in, folks. If we didn't hit it already, we're in. UNX Trafficker says he likes cryptographics too. Yeah. How can Jack screw us? If you didn't do any transactions, you're fine. But I think Zen's gonna do fine in the long run, but not anytime soon. Catching up on 2X, but Duran is one of the 4 horsemen middleweight boxing legends of the 80s. Hagler, Hearns, Leonard, and Duran. Yep, absolutely. Chicks like that are a walking lawsuit. I don't think Jack will KYC. He's all about first principles. Okay. Well, we hope, right? Proverbs life book. When to open mouth, close your mouth. Yeah. Hank, I believe that's how I feel. Absolutely. Boom. What's up, Hexkins? Hey, Crypto Kings in the house. I had a Sapporo in your name today, brother. I went to a Japanese restaurant and I drank 1 Sapporo. That was it. That was enough. Zen showed up on a lot of exchanges pretty quick. Made me wonder, how did he do that? Because usually it takes money. I was in that game. I launched over 40 projects, and I know that it takes a lot of money to get listed on exchanges. How was that done? Oh, he was just complaining about Richard's recent tweets. He doesn't want to associate himself with someone like that. Quick tip, people, go in advanced settings of MetaMask and make sure you have phishing detection enabled to protect yourself on these airdrops you are not sure about. Yes. And when I'm about to start, I'm going to help promote the Aurochs wallet that's coming out. They have something similar, phishing protection and known scam addresses and all kinds of stuff that'll keep you guys from losing your freaking money. All right. I'm looking forward to that because we need those kind of wallets. And when Richard's wallet comes out, probably be like 6 months or a year after Pulse Chain launches, I'm sure that one will have that too. Konnichiwa. I did fine. Got busted for dope. They sent me where the good shit was. Trent, were you a non-veteran? I don't know if you're that old. What did Einstein say about having the same people who created the problem then solving it? I don't know. That would be Bill Gates. Create a problem, then build the antivirus for it. Did my job very well. Yes, I'm sure you did. Cryptographics is a cool dude. May just need to reset and take a break. Yeah, yeah. For the win, boom. Yep. That was a big splash Crypto Boy made towards FTX and others, but I think he's right. He is definitely right. And if people can't see it, they're blind. Seriously. Randy is sipping on some turmeric tea with raw goat's milk and a dollop of coconut oil. Actually, this is apple cider vinegar. But yeah, that sounds interesting there. Are you getting underway with me in San Diego, bro, Randy? No, I'm not going on these ships, man. That's what you mean. Randy was a brown shoe. I like the aviation Navy. I stayed in hotels and nice air stations and that kind of stuff. Randy doesn't go on boats. Your skin looks like the skin of my Oh god, that's some funny shit though. You gotta admit, it was funny. When I told my wife, she looked at me and she's like, "That's not funny." I was like, "Come on, it's hysterical," but she didn't think it was funny. Cryptographics, more like crypto grifter. Can't wait for the TARDS coin. Yeah, he might. That's what I'm thinking. He's probably gonna have a coin. Jack is a smooth brain. Joke is not an RH. It's on us for getting worked up about it. Yeah. Yep. Wait, WWE isn't real. My heart broke when I realized WWE is fake. Yeah. My favorite guys were the tag team. I can't remember their names. They used to wear the camo. They look like twins. Oh God. I mean, this is going back early 80s. You guys probably know better than me. They acted like they're dumb. A bunch of hillbillies. I can't remember their names, but they were cool. RH gaslit us on launch day. It's why people are going cray cray. Yeah. Yeah. The foreskin troll is a unique insult. I'm kind of upset. It is annoying to hear people say we need regulation. We can regulate ourselves. Exactly, Hank. Did I get it in Luna? Nope. Bernie Madoff was the head of NASDAQ. Exactly. The criminals like to be in charge and then make the rules. And then they screw everybody. Oswald says, Oswald Randy, Pi, I fell for ETN. No, I didn't do that one. Cloud mining airdropped in 2017. I believe the user growth was a value, but you end up realizing is net sellers in the masses, but no buyers. Yep. He was going by what the devs told him. Yeah, exactly. That's about Richard announcing back in May. It was his, not even his top devs. It was his like second level devs. Hex Larsky. Yeah. Thank you, Sandra. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, I don't know what part that was. I got WrestleMania 6 on pay-per-view for my 10th birthday. It's awesome. They're only making a big deal about Richard's tweet because he directed it at a girl. If it was a guy, it wouldn't be a big deal. Most people would laugh. Yeah, exactly. I totally agree. That's one of my arguments about it. I remember being in elementary and almost losing all respect for some of my friends because they thought WWF was real. Yes, and it was WWF back then. Remember? We're so old. Did you see the Dolly Parton video about outrage marketing? No, I did not, Hank. I was chilling with my son, but I did see it. I just didn't have the sound on. WCW versus MWO Alliance is on Twitter. There we go. Ted Nelson, counterpuncher. Rich's passion period, whatever he is working on he's got our backs. If you don't get or believe that, maybe stick to something else. But those that get it will wait until the sands of time if need be. Yeah. You can't shake me. Can't. So Marish is the project manager. Unless he was all the info, he would not announce date. I don't know. I don't know the situation. See, Hex Token, good evening, sir. Good to see you, buddy. Did you cover this too in your video? Everyone thinks that Richard is the only man on the HEX team. He is just the face. I think that there's a large group around him, maybe not a very large, but there's a group around him that help build HEX, bring it to market, do all these things. And a lot of times when I see people like, oh, Richard did this, Richard did that, he's not. I tried to launch my own project too, and I know how hard it is. And trying to do it by yourself is, in my opinion, unfathomable. What he is doing and the success that he has had with HEX, and now we're going to do Pulse Chain and Pulse X and the wallet on top of that. Richard, he might be the face, but I don't think he's the project manager. I don't think he's. If you can do it, you delegate. Period. I wish I could delegate, but I didn't have the money to delegate. I didn't have that kind of money that Richard has. That's why I gave up my project. Okay, let's make it mid-May. B-Flow, come on. Launch in 3, 2, 1. HEX God Whale is the opening salvo. HEX token? Yeah. I hear you, buddy. He announced the launch of HEX for a year with 4 more weeks. How did ETH2 work out after 5 years? Yeah, it took a long time. Damn that Jews. Yep. Glad I never had any. Me too. What's the harm in KYCing for Pi? I don't believe in KYC. That's my problem, right? I hate KYC. And like, for example, load. If you want to buy gold and silver in the blockchain, all that kind of stuff, there I have my link below. And I contacted the founder once the new wallet came out, and it had KYC in it. And I'm like, what the hell, guys? You want me to promote this, yet you have KYC in your wallet. And it's not just basic KYC. You have to go through a couple extra steps because they are a security. They're licensed in Switzerland and London, a couple other places as a security. So you have to go through all this KYC. And I'm like, this is bullshit. This isn't crypto. It's not what crypto was intended to be. So yes, I'm not for KYC. And when Pi did it to me, I'm like, I'll keep mining. Hopefully they figure something out in the future. I mean, I've got like 150,000 Pis sitting in my phone. What can I do with it? Nothing. My daughter got me hooked on crumble cookies. If we did get a clip of the recent Hexagon fallout, we should call it crumble nookies. I don't know what those are, but it sounds good. I think the comparison with Patton is spot on. Cryptogamy. Thank you. Appreciate it. Patton wanted to continue on to Russia, but got shut down, then died suspiciously in his car. Interesting. Yeah. He hated the Russians. And I've got nothing against Russians. I love Russian people. But at that time, they already knew that the war was coming with Russia. Why did the woman cross the road? The answer isn't important. The real question is, what is she doing out of the kitchen? Hank, that's how you get in trouble. When is the next HexCon? I want to try and make it this year. I would love to go too. How I made taking that approach. He shouldn't have taken a sack so soon. God, you guys are always worrying about other people. What do you mean continue on to Russia? Pat, if you look at the history, Patton believed that the biggest threat after Germany was Russia. And he wanted to go on and when the Russians were weak after the war, push forward and take Russia too. Because let's be frank, I'm going to piss off some of my American friends in here, but it was the Russians that won the war. The Russians are the ones that beat the Germans. People are going to hate me for saying that, but they did the most of the work. They lost the most amount of men. It was rough, the war. I mean, the Americans, we lost men too. Lost a lot, right? Especially at Normandy and the Battle of the Bulge and those kind of things. But who took the most brunt of the forces from the Axis powers? It was the Russians. People like the history books are like, oh, the U.S. did it. The U.S. did it. Yeah, sure we did. But they were weak after the war just because they really took a lot of casualties. Churchill wasn't wanted. He drank daily. He saw there was no negotiating with Hitler and most wanted diplomacy, but couldn't see it. Great leaders aren't what everyone wants, but it's what they need. Exactly. Yeah. I went and took a picture at his statue when I was there, right across from Big Ben in that park. It's right next to the Westminster Abbey. There's a little statue of him. Look at the sack idiots. Everyone swapped into stables. He's using his own money to pay the devs. Simon, voting politicians and participating with the devil. Just vote for Hex and problem is solved. Never even heard of cryptographics until the last 6 months. Buy in, take your graphics gang. Yeah, he's pretty new. He's a pretty new guy. Exile Degen, salute. Thank you. Summary of the daily drama. Yeah, pretty much. That's today. It's not something I normally would do, but it was such a good one. I had to participate because I had something similar to myself. A lot better, but the issue, once I saw this reply to Jack's Victor, I'm not going to pull it up. Bling bling, what's up, fam? True, very beautiful, and the woman, yeah, the women in this community are awesome. I came here to do 2 things: stake Hex and call haters penis skin. It looks like I'm almost out of Hex. Vladimir, that's how I feel, man. I feel like it just feels fake. Military school taught me I got smoked so many times, just like boot camp for 2 years. Never joined the military, though, because of it. Really? Made a joke today to this Zen Maxi. He told me to go F myself. I'm the 21st Lego builder. Buy my Legos. They have square pegs, not round. Try getting these apart. He was so mad. Oh, my God. People are just butthurt about PLS taking too long to launch, so RH was on thin ice to them. He tipped the scale for them. They just wanted an excuse to come out. Yeah. Mitch Ray, for example. Mitch Ray. So in May, Richard made the announcement that it looked like Pulsing was coming soon. And Hex started to pump. The Mitch Ray made this video all about what the Hex price was doing and what he expected the price to do and everything, right? Because he's a trader. So he wanted to take advantage of the buy the rumor, sell the news. And then we all found out that Hex wasn't going to launch. And Mitch Ray went on a rant. He made a video just ripping Hex apart or Richard apart because he was pissed because he didn't get his buy the rumor, sell the news event. He didn't make any money. So he went and he got derailed. Part of the game. If you're a trader and you like to buy the rumor, sell the news, it's the kind of stuff you deal with. If Richard loses everything, so that's why we will win. Okay. It's crazy. Nuke stuff goes down soon as a false flag. Possible. I've been seeing the news. I don't really want to talk about that stuff too much because I don't want to lose the channel. But Vladimir, you're right, man. You are right. Folks need to zoom out and harden up this world. Oh my God. Guys, I watched oh God, what was the movie? Sum of All Fears. I watched Sum of All Fears the other night. And it's so funny because what Vladimir was just talking about is what the movie Sum of All Fears was. It was a false flag. A nuclear weapon detonated in Baltimore by a Nazi group who were trying to blame it on the Russians, which was trying to provoke a war between the Russia and the U.S., a nuclear war. Great story. And it was funny because it's on Netflix, or maybe it was Star. I don't know, one of the channels you can watch movies. And Vladimir just made me think maybe that's why they showed it, because they're foretelling us that, okay, we're going to blow a nuke pretty soon. Oh, yeah. Tinder, we got the dating site up. Thanks, guys. Thanks for your spam. RH Instance today. I'm not drinking anymore, and hangovers suck. See? That's what I'm saying. Maybe it was one of those moments. Thank you, MJ Money. Maybe the eyelash glue on Katy Perry's eyelashes was sticking. Her fake lash must weigh like 9 ounces. It was weird. The boy song, glad I'm out of the loop. He didn't make us, but someone remixed his screaming. Jake is a little vampire, just sucks attention. Yeah. I can't believe people are still losing money. Yeah, I'm not losing money. I'm doing pretty good. I'm up a substantial amount today between my Cult DAO tokens. If you guys didn't know that, Cult DAO just announced a layer 1 using ZK rollups, and they're going to have privacy on their layer 1. So if you want to opt out of having a public transaction, you could change it to private. I thought that's damn cool. So I'm glad I'm in the Cult DAO. I think privacy is important. Crypto people, whether hexos or not, will always chill on others because we've been through this shit. Yeah, we've been through it. Yeah, so Cult DAO is one of the tokens that I own that I don't chill, but they made the announcement today that they're going to do a layer 1. I'm like, cool. I've been sitting on these tokens, and let's go for a run. Up, I'm away. Hex to bright. Got to wear shades. Yep. Tip top. Was it RH's outfit that broke the camel's back? Many of his outfits. Many. Not that I'm a fashion icon. I wear t-shirts 90% of the time, shorts and either sneakers or flip-flops. I'm a true gringo in Latino land. All right. I fit the bill perfectly. Drinking some sangria or beer. How are we going to have privacy features for Hexicans? I don't know, Simon. I don't know. Speaking of, that's what I was just talking about with Cult now. Wouldn't that be cool if Richard could have that built in with ZK? That'd be very, very cool. Where's your $12,755 outfit? Sorry, Shaba. Randy doesn't have anything like that. Pretty bullish for PP token. Me too. So no Hex B-Day yacht party, RGR that. No. No. Not unless it's the same time we go to Vegas. But the thing is, the problem for me is that we have a son, and the idea of leaving him with somebody just makes my skin crawl. So if we do go, her mom will probably come stay at our place and take care of him for 4 days or something. And that's just enough time to go to Vegas and come back, because Panama has direct flights to Vegas. Hopefully when PP Coin launches, they'll meme RH's comment. Don't you still think we have a big correction in BTC, which will most likely dip Hex? Sure. Absolutely, that could happen. It's not going to be till after the elections, though. Bushwhackers. Yeah, that was my guys, man. WWE, the Bushwhackers. Look at you guys. I'm that far behind? Jeez. Sean Munn, you guys are all right on it. Victory said, oi. That's right. Oi. I was grounded and couldn't go to WrestleMania 3. That one hurt. Oh, man. See? Think that's what they used to constantly say. Oi. Yeah. Were they Aussie? I can't remember. When I saw the PP comment, I didn't get it. I thought she was cute. Didn't see the PP connection. I'm not going to explain to you why. Chico. If there's any ladies looking for a guy, Chico's your man. He's so innocent. 50-year-old woman here. Hey, Mitch. There's no way RH would about face and become a scammer. Nah, he's too public now. It's a good way of getting 6 feet under, pushing up daisies. His face is he would never be able to go outside again. I keep telling people that RH is just the face. I agree with you, Randy, and people get mad. There is no way he's alone. I try to take out the garbage can, and that's a lot of work. Imagine all this. Exactly. She's considered a hypermiler, runs 50 plus miles per day. The ultra marathon crowd have a certain physique about them. Loose skin being a trait. Interesting, Paul. He's the backer. Yeah. Were you thinking the Dudley brothers? No, it was definitely the Bushwhackers. I think Trace Mayer is involved with Hex behind the scenes. Ooh, wouldn't that be cool? What's up, man? Blackaroni? Gynocentrism rears its ubiquitous head again. Well done, RH. It'd be more helpful if everyone sat down, sat back, shut the fuck up. That will speed the process up. You think asking questions helps? No, I like the fact that we're being loud because it brings in all these skeptics too. And the skeptics comment and they like on it, then all their people see it too. That's the wonder of Twitter. If I like something, there's a chance that people that follow me are going to see that. They don't even have to follow the other person's post that I like. It's just the fact that I liked it, that they might see it. That's how I got so big on Google Plus, because Google Plus used to do the same thing back in the day. It was a joke and always had been in my book. True color. Oh, yeah. I'm used to this. Following art's not as difficult as a Trump supporter in California. Yeah. Bass Brothers. Those guys are cool too. Weren't they the guys that carried the big old 2x4s? Bass Brothers. Look up the attrition numbers from each side. Russia would have never survived had USA not supplied 60% of all Russian supplies, 94, 95, 45. Yeah, what I'm saying is that they took the losses. The human numbers were theirs, right? That's all I'm saying. Yeah, they were supplied by the US and UK and things like that. And then UK was supplied by the US. But it's just, I'm saying that's why Patton, he saw the weak underbelly and he wanted to move on to Moscow. That chick looks hungry and needs to eat some food. But yes, the manpower is a sad loss for USSR in World War II. Yeah, serious manpower lost. It was just a twat that the girl made about our age before he twat the PP skin. The bushwhackers, WWF. I'm behind in the stream. MP delayed, no problem. Are you saying the complainers who wait almost 2 years are not normal people? Most Americans can't even wait in 10 minutes for a hamburger. Yeah. Movies find the bomb in Baltimore. Yep. They learn the BTC 4-year cycle sooner or later. Yes, they do. So Monsieur Schmietologist. And the 4-year cycle, someone corrected me because I said it was February 4th of 2024. And then they told me it was in May or something. And I looked it up and I found on the countdown that it's in April. So everyone's wrong, or March or something. It's a block height. And whatever that block height happens, that's when it's going to happen. So you're a good parent. Always figure out the family situation first. Yeah. Legion of Doom. That was another one. A little bit after when I was into it, though. Never a problem to have a son or daughter. Being a good father is an honorable point of view. Yeah, I think so, guys. I think that's, even though my wife wants to go to New York City, she wants to do all these things, but our son can't go because of the U.S. and their stupid rules. So we have to go by ourselves. Or if I want to see my family, I have to go to Canada and have them come meet me in Niagara Falls. I think Rackham is behind the scenes, which I'm cool with. Yeah, Rackham could be another one. Randy the man, I love showing my wife your adventures, building her dream tank up. Your lifestyle is awesome. The twin father, you're welcome. Yeah, it's a blast. But Red Bull doesn't have a guys. Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Yeah. Man, I used to really be into that stuff. Yoden, go to bed. Got to get up and work on the oil fields tomorrow, buddy. If you're still working oil fields. Let's see. Let me show you charts real quick. Because it's got some coolness. I know you guys want to see that hex chart. Holy shit, look at that. That's the hex chart for the day. These are the daily. Look at this. Got the green. If you're listening to the Oryx indicator on the daily, you got the green here. It confirmed. When I say confirmed, I mean it didn't get one of these, or it didn't disappear. It stayed. So you bought here at 0.0322, and you keep holding. Right now it's at 0.0394. Yeah, not bad. So you would have had almost a 20% win if you were a trader. AI is looking good, and DI is looking good. Everything about Hex looks good right now. Let's go on the weekly. Still looking good. Everything looks good there. I doubt we went green on the monthly yet, though. Nope, but we do have a nice little candle that's green. So let's look at Bitcoin. Nothing's really changed. This is the weekly. We still have a green Oryx indicator. The demand index is still below zero. And the fear and greed, it's lighting up. So lightening up. Let's hope that it starts to look like this over here pretty soon. Let me pull it over. This was, no, here's the bear market. Bear market was over here. And you see how it started going from deep red to orange, and then it started turning green, and then green. That's the full bull. And then it went red again for a little while. Everyone thought that the bull market was done, but it wasn't. We had a double top, and it went back green for a while. So let's see what we got on the monthly for Bitcoin. I'm still red. In Ethereum, on the weekly, we just went green, and it's confirmed. And once again, the fear and greed is starting to lighten up a little bit. The demand index is starting to trend up a tiny bit, and the AI is above the green. Which one? Hedron. Hedron was still green on the daily. The AI did fall below the green. Hopefully it won't fall much more. and the DI is above 0. I'm disappointed. I thought that we'd be doing better with Hedron, but we're still green on the weekly too. The AI is trending towards the green. The DI is looking good. So that's why I mentioned about Cult today. That's what happened with Cult when they announced their ZK with the what's it called, the privacy, their layer 1. I mean, I was buying over here and it's wow. I wasn't expecting that, but that was so cool. It's always best when something happens that you're not expecting to happen and then it just hits you and you're like, yes, win. But I'm not selling, so it can go right back down. Oh man, these spammers. Is he Pac-Man? I made wrong people wrestling. Such a I try to be objective. I've learned to try not to be so tribal. I'm a Hexkin 15-year stake, but I'm objective. I think other projects have a chance. I'm game. It takes time. Yep. I'm not just about Hex. I like other projects too. I'm just not deep into a lot of stuff like I used to be. Yes, I did claim my Texas token. We'll see when it goes live. Right now, it's just theory, right? Texas token right now, pretty much to me, is more like theory. We'll see if it plays out and it does well. Sorry, Cape. And my wife's not even watching TV, so it's not that. And I've got like 150 Mbps, so something to do with YouTube. The Ultimate Warrior. Yeah. He's awesome. Yes, Hex is pumping finally, but be grounded. Favorite all time with Steve Austin. Cool. Macho Man was the best. Oh, yeah. Ted DiBiase. Man, so you guys are going old school. Super late, but at least I get to say hi. RH reminds me of DiBiase. Sadly, the Ultimate Warrior died. Yeah, he did. Would you buy Hex on ETH POW or ETH Fair? Okay, so today I went and staked on what's it called, Icosa, and I turned the HSI stakes into Icosa, and then I staked the Icosa. So I'm doing everything that I would normally do over on the Ethereum chain. I'm doing it on ETH POW and ETH Fair, because you never know. You never know how what's going to happen on another network. My first bag of Hex a couple days ago. Casimec trades crypto, really? Okay, just remember, Hex has a purpose, and the purpose of Hex is to stake it. If you don't want to stake it for long term, check out my video about Hedron and the HSI stakes. And then with that one, you can still gain some yield while you're holding your Hex if you're only looking to trade it. Okay, maybe it's 6 months, or you just want to wait till the next bull market's in full gear. If that just means you're holding for 2 years, you might as well make an HSI stake and earn Hedron every day, and you're earning the Hex yield. And then when you don't want it anymore, you could sell that HSI stake to somebody else on OpenSea, or you could trade it you could sell it to the Icosa contract and sell your Icosa on Uniswap. Watch my video. It's below. 200-day moving average is still around 8 cents. We have a while before the exciting stuff comes. Yeah, Paul Sachs, I totally agree. I claimed it, but I have no idea what's going to happen to it. Hi, Russ. A lot of people think cruise expensive. It is not. Their advertising is misleading. It is total price, not per night. I got 4 nights top room in Bahamas with balcony, $1,000. Great. Geez, that is a great deal. Can you do a video on staking on ETH POW and Fair, please? TextX, sure, but it's the same. Just use the Icosa app. Use Icosa for everything. I could do it, but it's the same thing. Do you remember the Bionic Man and the Bionic Woman, Jamie Summers? I think her name was Steve Austin. Was a nice glimpse into the tomorrows. Interesting. No, I don't remember them. Can't remember them. All right, you folks, I am out of here. I appreciate everybody for stopping by tonight and listening to the drama. Please, guys, don't chop it up and take it out of context, because then I'll chop something else and show the whole context. It's crazy. $6 million man. My brother had the action figure. Yeah. Randy, do you rem White Shadow Show? Remember? No, I don't remember that. Do you think the chick gonna sue RH for $2 trillion? Possibly. Later. Remember the $6 million man and woman? They rocked. All right, guys. Have a great night.